Welcome to the Elusive Truth by the Rich and Larry Show. Friday is here, and it has been a crazy week. A lot has happened, and then again, a lot did not happen like some said it would. So here we are, ready to fall down the rabbit hole again. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Hey, Rich.
Gary, how have you been today?
Oh, gosh, I'm just driving into the campus right now.
Okay, good. So you've been busy. That's always a good thing before this craziness happens. When are you going to be able to chit-chat?
I think tonight would be good. Let's make it how about perfect time would be 6:30?
6:30?
Yeah. That way I'll be off the campus, home, and, to be quiet and I can talk and think.
All right, sounds good.
That'd be great, Rich. You know what date, 17th?
The 17th? Well, tomorrow is the 16th.
You know what letter 17 is, right?
Well, what letter is 17? Trump? Letter T?
The letter Q?
Oh, Q. Oh, Jesus.
Can you say Q?
So Q's going to
How ironic of that.
Well, that's super ironic because that's crazy. Q?
Is the letter 17th letter.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. It's coded right into it for the 17th, 2 days before the so-called inauguration.
Well, the so-called inauguration, Biden apparently has canceled his rehearsal and trip to D.C., so I guess there's too many troops there.
So he might not be showing up on the 20th?
Well, I don't know if he's going to show up on the 20th. He canceled his rehearsals. That he goes on this week, because it's only a few days away.
Well, hey, the clone can be perfect. He knows exactly how to be like Biden.
I just can't believe it, what's going on. I mean, there's over 30,000 troops coming to D.C. or there
35,000.
Well, and then did you say the other day that every state is bringing at least 1,000 National Guards and
into each of their own capitals?
Yeah, so that's over 50,000 soldiers then.
Yeah.
Plus the ones that are already there.
Well, we don't know exactly what's going to take place and where, and it ain't going to be like nationwide blackout, but it's going to be definitely blackouts.
Well, there's some wanky stuff going on, not only in D.C., but like you said, something's coming up, and this is just a weird inauguration. Whether it takes place, it happens or not, is beyond belief. I have no clue anymore.
I've even heard rumors we could have two presidents at the same time and the military takes over.
I've never heard that before, but I believe that, this is either Trump is just going to hand everything over or he has got something up his sleeve because this is it. This is the last hurrah.
I'm not a constitutional lawyer, and I don't know if that's ever been done before or if it's even possible.
Why would you have all them troops there? This is unprecedented.
This is, and Trump knows that he won by default. Forget about even the count. You won by default if there's complete fraud in it.
One of the things they're telling you is don't go to protests, don't get sucked into this hype because I guess Antifa is luring people into it. All these protests and stuff, all the patriots are stepping back, waiting to see what happens on Inauguration Day because no one's going to D.C. You can't even get into the place.
This is, let's see, man, this is just too exciting. And I hate to just say sit back and watch the show because it's all under control. That's kind of a cliche these days.
Well, that is a cliche. Well, everything's under control. It's been under control since day one. It's just whose control.
Yes, and you know what I also did hear? You know what the 3 days or 10 days of darkness is going to be? It's not going to be us without lights. It's going to be dark, dark days for the American public to hear straight from the horse's mouth, confession after confession, confession acknowledging their crimes, confessions after confessions on public television and radio waves, straight out of the perp's mouth. That'd be like 8-10 hours a day of hearing all these confessions straight from the perp.
I don't know.
Will those be dark days?
Well, I thought dark days would be is that maybe we have 3-4 days that all of a sudden there's no internet, there's no cell service, it's blackout, and there's no communications.
Well, this is just what one of my guys told me. The dark days might be perps disclosing. And now how would that be for the people to believe it straight from the perp?
but that would tie into the emergency broadcast system because the president would use that to let everybody know what's going on, right? That's what they're there for. And for emergencies, and then FEMA is being enacted and troops are everywhere. I mean, wow, these are such fun times we live in these days.
This is just way beyond guessing.
Well, it's way beyond our comprehension. We're the sheep. We're the people that are in the streets just doing whatever we do, working and minding our own business. Well, we're not really the sheep, because we're the ones that are supposed to be enlightened. We're not the ones rioting and causing this insurrection. We're the ones hoping and praying that a miracle happens and we get back to some normalcy.
That's it. This is literally miracle territory.
Well, everybody's praying for President Trump. Hope everybody's praying, but
well, and you know what? You got to really feel sorry for the clueless. We are kind of in tune of what's going on. You could walk up to 10 people and say, "You really think Biden's going to be president?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, why not? What do you think?"
I can't believe that. I mean, you just watch that guy talk. I mean, how could we have him as president? And then it's Kamala is going to be the real president. That's what's going to happen.
This is just like the most exciting times that we've ever seen in our country.
Yeah, well, it's definitely, I can't say it's exciting. It's very unusual, very unpredictable, very unusual, right? It's just it's a clown show out there. We're hoping that the right prevails, the conservatives prevail, and these leftist extreme people that have been messing up all summer long and messing our lives, taking our freedoms and liberties away. It's now time to, stand up and be Americans, or we'll never be Americans again as we used to know.
The only exciting part I'm thinking of is we know the outcome and we know who wins. And think of it as a really thriller movie that had its ups and downs, and it wouldn't be the greatest Academy Award movie if it didn't end in an unexpected climax.
It's going to end in unexpectedly. I feel that, especially with other news like you just said. Now the 17th, meaning Q, and hopefully that comes out more, because you were saying that Q is coming out, or something big from Q is coming out on the 17th at least, right?
I like the 17th letter of the alphabet. On the 17th day, that could be something.
Everything has been speculation, or a lot of things that have been happening or been behind the scenes that we're not privy to. I mean, how many flights are going to Guantanamo Bay now? I mean, is that place getting full? Does anybody know anything about that? And what happened to the Vatican? No news from that. So I guess the Pope wasn't arrested. No 80 counts of charges against him. I mean, one hand is this and the other hand is something completely different.
And what happened to the hundreds of FEMA camps that have been secretly built and hidden in the USA?
I don't know. Like I said, we're not everywhere all the time, and we don't have the media covering what we really need to be covered. We're still misinformed, and we have to be.
Well, it comes down to the child trafficking is like one of the most serious issues of this whole thing. All these politicians are guilty of that. And the pedophilia, the people, the elites that have been against the American people. That's what this whole thing comes down to.
So that's why George Floyd all started this, pretty much because of pedophile?
I think that George Floyd was just brought in for BLM purposes, a black man, and starting to cause riots this year.
Right. Well, I think he was just a chapter in all of this because of everything that came out before, during, and after. It was another operation of some sort that finally got exposed, from what I believe.
Well, we got to know the future is better than it'll ever have been in America and the world. That's what this is all about. I mean, this ain't child's play of an election, a Democrat, Republican. This is about the future of the world.
It could be.
I mean, I'm just kidding. We are standing and telling the truth for once.
Well, at least trying to find the truth, listen to the truth, talk about the truth. But, it's very hard. It's to really figure out what really is going on, because there's so many people trying their hardest to just persuade us to think differently.
That's exactly what's been going on. We need to actually use the brain God gave us and have our own moral judgment meter in it going.
Well, that's why they say, keep praying, stand with God, stand with the United States, stand with President Trump, and we should come out ahead of this. We should come out, pretty good and, get our lives back together and start marching forward. Biden and Kamala, and I just was reminded again today, 100 days of masks. Must wear your mask for 100 days.
That was their plan. But their plan ain't going to stand up on any two legs or one leg.
Well, they're standing, they're doing something because they're causing a lot of people, a lot of grief, causing a lot of insecurities these days. But I guess you said that's part of the plan. It's part of the confusion, part of their tactics, because even a lot of them are trying to switch and say, we need to open back up. We need to get things rolling again. But just last week, it was still condemnation. Don't go out. Don't do nothing.
This is causing exactly what the demonic have been doing and wanting. They love division among families. This is dividing people that love each other. This is crazy. Getting away from trusting our own selves and our hearts and getting away from love. And, we need to just bring this whole thing around.
Well, yes, we still need to take care of ourselves, and we still have to rely on each other, because the only reason we're the greatest nation in the world is because we can band together and be one. No other country can do that. But, boy, it really seems awfully tough these days for that to happen.
Well, it's been tough because so many people have been on the take, and they're traitors. And Trump's whole administration was trying to find out who he could trust around him. That's how bad it's been.
Been bad for years and decades now.
Yes, I mean, people are just, he hasn't found out about some of them till 3-4 years into them.
To me, it's something that we should not be going through right now. We should be enjoying ourselves. We should be making camping plans, to go camping, to go find Sasquatch. And
I wanted to go snowboarding with you up at Mount Hood.
Well, we still have time for that. There's a lot of snow there, but the governor's got to open things back up. I don't have my reservations in line here.
Hey, well, you know what? We can wear ski masks on the mountain.
I tell you, and that's what it is. Here we are. We're here the final weekend, right before everything starts happening. 20th is, 4 days away? Technically, 5
Wednesday,
days?
Yep.
This is going to be a big change for the United States. And if you've been listening to the Secretary of State, he's telling you not to give up. Things are going to happen right before our eyes. So I don't know. It really does seem like it could go either way.
I just can't wait. I'm gonna, just remember these days forever, and just we got to stick around people that are strong-willed and not buying into the fear.
Fear is their major motivator, their main campaign tactic, and they've been giving it to us all year long. With all these riots and, every time you turn around, there's another symptom. There's an advanced COVID now. There's a second COVID. There's whatever they want to come up with. People are saying, we wouldn't be surprised. All of a sudden aliens came down and...
Where the climax is happening right now, this weekend or Monday.
We'll have to sit back, see what's happening, making sure that you take care of your loved ones and stay safe, keep peaceful. There's no need for violence until it comes at your door, defending your family. But other than that, we're a nation built on peace, love, and care. That's the only way that we're going to get through any of this.
Yes, we are the role model of those three words for the world.
I've seen a couple other things that, we want to get away from the central bank, right? The central bank has been killing us, because they want to bankrupt us. And when you have a 1.9 trillion stimulus plan on top of 3 other stimulus plans, I don't know how you bankrupt a country except for watching what's happening right now.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Where's all this money coming from? And that's a whole nother topic.
It is. And again, We have so much to talk about, and there's so much mysterious things happening that it'd be nice to be able to get away from these politics and, get back to, what we like doing the best. Let's talk about nature. Let's talk about, outer space. Let's talk about, all these fun, cool things, auras and well-beings and 3 dimensions and fifth
Yes.
dimensions. Here we are.
all the technology that's going to be released, and how we're going to be healthy living into our hundreds.
Speaking of releasing, I heard what they are releasing Obamagate, or is that just some more internet BS?
I'm not sure. I had a pretty busy day, and I'm still sitting in front of the guard shack.
Well,
I just pulled off. I didn't even go in.
Oh my goodness!
Because we started talking, and you can pull off right there. I just said, we're on a little bit of a roll.
Well, my friend, you got to take care of this delivery. We have plenty of time, hopefully, to talk as long as the internet and cell phone service keeps going and people like you and me are still looking for the truth. We will always talk. With that, have a great evening, great weekend. I will talk to you soon. Stay safe. Keep America safe. We will be looking for a brighter future these days ahead.
Thank you. And I got a feeling we're going to be talking this weekend.
Oh, we definitely will. We got so much to talk about. This is here we are again. A lot of something for a lot of nothing.
It depends on what the bad guys are going to do, whether they're going to surrender or fight.
We have to come together, and we have to start looking and seeing the truth, because this is the only way we're going to get through this. With God's help, God willing, that's it. That's all we can do.
God willing, for sure.
All right, my friend. Take care. Talk to you soon.
Hey, you betcha. Thank you, Rich.
All right. Bye.
Okay, bye.